Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a story you think you know, the discovery of America. But is it as simple as Columbus sailing the ocean blue in 1492? Let's find out. For centuries, European traders dreamed of a direct sea route to Asia to get their hands on valuable spices and silks. The land routes were long, dangerous, and controlled by their rivals. That's where Christopher Columbus, an ambitious Italian navigator, comes in. He had a bold idea. Instead of going east, why not sail west across the Atlantic? He believed the world was smaller than it actually was, and that he'd hit the East Indies in just a few weeks. After being rejected by several European courts, he finally convinced Queen Isabella and King Ferdinand of Spain to fund his voyage. On August 3, 1492, Columbus set sail with 3 ships, the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria Letters. The journey was much longer and more difficult than he'd anticipated. His crew grew restless and were on the verge of mutiny. But on October 12, 1492, a lookout spotted land. They had landed on an island in what we now call the Bahamas, which Columbus named San Salvador. He was convinced he had reached the outskirts of Asia and called the native people Indians. He made 3 more voyages, exploring parts of the Caribbean and the coasts of Central and South America. But he went to his grave believing he had found a new route to the east. But here's the twist. Columbus wasn't the first non-native to reach the Americas. Around the year 1000, nearly 500 years before Columbus, Viking explorers led by Leif Erikson landed in what is now Newfoundland, Canada. They even established a small settlement. And, of course, we must remember that the Americas were already home to millions of indigenous people with rich, diverse cultures that had thrived for thousands of years. So, while Columbus's voyages were a pivotal turning point that connected to worlds and kicked off the age of exploration, the discovery of America is a much more complex and fascinating story than the one we learned in kindergarten. What do you think? Who do you believe truly discovered America? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey back in time, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next adventure. Thanks for watching.